I just need this one. Trust me. The left
I
hook.
only need one too.
Okay.
You could get that too.
That's fine. All right, then we both got it. We both got it.
Like, come on, bro.
I can't hear you.
The tension between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Floyd "Money" Mayweather has finally exploded. After years of quiet resentment and subtle digs, things spiraled out of control during their latest live press conference, leaving fans shocked and social media buzzing.
In a shocking turn of events, Tank completely lost his cool.
In a jaw-dropping moment, Gervonta "Tank" Davis snapped, lunging at Floyd Mayweather during their live press conference and sending the stage into chaos. Security rushed to intervene, but the damage was already done. Any chance of the two staying professional ahead of their highly anticipated fight is now gone. This wasn't just a random outburst, it was years of pent-up frustration coming to the surface. To understand why this feud reached its boiling point, you need to revisit the roots of their relationship. Floyd Mayweather once stood as Tank's biggest supporter, spotting the raw talent in the Baltimore-born fighter and shaping him into the star he is today.
He was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team, because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champ. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's...
However, as Tank's success skyrocketed, so did his need for independence.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was told at the time.
Tank no longer wanted to be known as Mayweather's protege. He wanted to stand on his own, build his own brand, and that's where things started to go south. Floyd, never one to give up control, refused to step back. He kept making decisions for Tank's career and often undermined him in public.
That's how he feels. If he's upset with me over me being good to him, over me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean,
I'm not mad at him though.
Right.
He's entitled to be upset.
The mentor-student dynamic quickly turned toxic, with both throwing insults, avoiding questions about each other, and taking subtle jabs on social media.
That's on social media.
But this press conference took things to a whole new level. The explosion didn't happen overnight. It's been building for months, especially with everything that's unfolded leading up to Tank's fight last year.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
For starters, Floyd has openly criticized Tank's recent fight choices. His bout with Lamont Roach, in particular, came under fire for not being big enough to live up to the hype of Tank's farewell year.
What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight?
I think that, you know, it's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. You know, Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability. But he can fight. I don't think it's a huge fight, but not a terrible.
Critics argued that Roach lacked the star power to make the fight significant, and when Tank eventually canceled it to pursue a bout with Keyshawn Davis, the backlash only grew stronger.
I didn't watch it, but I saw it was an early knockout. You know, he come out sharp and put the man to sleep. You know, so you know he is next up. He's going to be a great fighter.
He's calling for Tank. Now
he beats Tank.
Yeah, you think so?
Keyshawn Davis beats Tank, in my opinion. I believe he's give him a good ass spanking.
Floyd didn't just disapprove. He actively worked against Tank's plans, from siding with Keyshawn to even helping him train. Floyd made it clear he wanted Tank to lose, and this wasn't the first time he had done something like this.
Floyd fucked with DB3. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, he came up and asked about me first, and he was like, yeah, I see your two brothers going crazy too. Ain't your youngest one going to the Olympics? Like, what's his name? Keon. Like, your other one's signed with you with top rank too. Like, he loved us as a group.
So he already knew you, like, prior? Like, you didn't even have to explain, yo,
You feel me? Like, of course he knew me, but he also knew my two other brothers as well. So I'm like, damn, Floyd paying attention. Like, he really fucked with us. Maybe because we carry ourselves as a family and we just so strong with that. Or maybe because we just can fucking fight too. You know what I'm saying? He never really went into details on how he knew us. But when he did that shit at his gym, and he told me that, I'm like, damn, like, he different. I text Floyd the other day, like, Floyd, he like, man, anytime, family, you just let me know. I can call Floyd right now. He fuck around and answer, you know what I mean? So, Floyd's a real nigga. I'm not gonna lie.
Remember the Tank versus Frank Martin fight? Floyd also tried to give Martin tips on how to beat Tank.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 5 o'clock or something, 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. You know? I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Many viewed this as a deliberate attempt to derail Tank's legacy, suggesting that he couldn't succeed without Mayweather Promotions backing him.
Has the time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about this becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training.
When Tank fired his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, a key figure in his camp, and Floyd quickly brought him on board, it only added fuel to the fire.
Hey, Tank, when Calvin be with you on this fight? Come on, you Tank.
Huh?
When Calvin be with you on this fight?
I don't know. Let's see.
That's right.
What do you think about the guy yelling in the back? Did that kind of get your juices flowing like you spoke in New York? Some of that extra motivation when someone's talking in the crowd? What?
Like how that bet was.
The two guys, like the bet. Is all this stuff kind of added more?
No, I don't know. You know how people
just
I don't know, the people that come with the talent, like they always feel like they gotta be tough. And I'm all here for it.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah, one second.
Are you training any differently?
I'm not. We don't fight as easy.
Are you training any differently from this fight versus other fights?
No, not really. Nothing changed.
Tank had finally had enough of Floyd's mind games, and the press conference became his breaking point.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just gonna say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be.
The press conference began like any other, tense but controlled, with both fighters sitting at the table, answering questions and hyping up the fight. But things quickly took a turn when Floyd started throwing jabs at Tank's work ethic, decision-making, and career moves. You could see Tank's composure starting to slip. Then, it happened. Tank shot out of his seat, lunging straight at Floyd. Security rushed in, but not before the two had to be physically pulled apart. Chairs toppled, microphones flew, and the crowd erupted into chaos. For Floyd, this might have been exactly what he wanted. Known for getting inside his opponents' heads, Mayweather has built a career on psychological warfare. From rattling opponents during face-offs to planting seeds of doubt, Floyd's tactics are legendary.
Was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has this big
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know. He might have bounced. I don't know. He might have bounced. He might have bounced. He was only on for a second. Tank, you want to come in, Tank? Can I bring you in? I would love to bring you in. Only because I know for like the longest Tank has had an issue with fight hype, with me. I was like, bro.
Pull him in. Pull him in. Hold on.
I don't know.
How do I do it? You gotta do it.
But with Tank, it's different. This isn't about hype or mind games. It's personal. Floyd has been pulling the strings behind the scenes for years, and Tank is done being controlled.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that? A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come.
This fight carries even more significance because it's happening in what Tank has called his final year in the sport. After dominating the lightweight and super lightweight divisions, Tank plans to retire on top. But for that to happen, his last fights have to be legendary.
I know Lamont Roach, but, you know, when you look at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at, you know, these other fights that he should really be fighting, you know, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and, but don't come and come at me. Yeah. And go, oh yeah, let's give it all, you know, very big bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered, I said, listen, you keep talking my promoter's gonna get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes, initial offer sent over. You know, but was it Unquell didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
His recent matchup with Lamont Roach, while technically solid, lacked the excitement fans were hoping for. Critics argued it didn't live up to the hype of a retirement tour, especially when Tank is clearly capable of bigger fights. That's why he decided to call it off with Roach.
Beat his ass.
You can't do
talking.
shit. Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
They got the whole hood over there. Like
twisted up. I don't give a about none
Y'all
of
can
that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all
gonna get
under
up
y'all
over here.
face
What do I look like getting up?
That fight is now off the table. Tank Davis has a new opponent lined up, Keyshawn Davis.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would knock Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that he got the power, he got the skill and ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And you know that his coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So go fight the nigga from Cuba. You know, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
Despite his age, Floyd Mayweather remains one of the sharpest minds in boxing. His defensive skills are legendary, and his ability to read opponents is unmatched.
A new deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. You get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about on those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson?
Yep.
Ryan Garcia?
Yep.
Devin Haney?
Yep.
Isak Cruz?
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence?
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah. Yeah. September. November.
Teofimo Lopez?
Yeah.
Out of all of those guys, who do you think is the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
Tank might have the power advantage, but Floyd's experience and boxing IQ make him a dangerous opponent.
I got my own fucking defense, man. That's the Mayweather. I got my own style in boxing. That's the Floyd Mayweather style. My dad taught me to show the rope. But the thing is this, I don't care who done it first. It's mine because I mastered it. And somebody said, the Philly shell. Now, my thing is this, I love Philadelphia. But at the end of the day, that's the Mayweather defense.
Even after years of retirement, Floyd's skills remain sharp. Let's not forget, he's already faced massive punchers like Manny Pacquiao and Canelo Alvarez, easily neutralizing their offense. They call him the GOAT for a reason.
Floyd was in his prime. That would have been fucking incredible to see which style's superior. Because Floyd would move towards you like this and just get right up on you. It would just show you how good Floyd really is. Because of the fact that he's won decisions by, playing it safe, people that just don't get excited about him and they recognize him with the all-time greats, he's the best.
For Tank, this isn't just about brute force. It's about proving he can outthink one of the greatest minds the sport has ever seen. We've seen Tank's power, and if he can land one of his signature left hooks, it could be lights out for Floyd.
I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
I'll tell you why Tank's so dangerous. He's not just a puncher, he can box too. Some guys can box but can't punch, and some can punch but can't box. Tank can do both. He can move, use both sides, and adapt as a southpaw to get the job done. That's rare. Not many can do what he does. And like I said, from his last 4 fights, I think he's gotten even better at setting up his punches.
I'm gonna tell you why he's the best puncher to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
Like I said, once again, I'm talking to you, the great Roy Jarvis, can correct me if I'm wrong. From his last 4 fights, I think he's gotten better at setting up punches.
After months of trash talk and betrayals, you can bet Tank is stepping into this fight with serious intentions.
Tank Davis,
bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover, boxer. George was a puncher. Ernest Shaver was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights at the level of competition.
Yes,
He's doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
Tank versus Floyd isn't just a fight. It's a war, a battle for pride, respect, and legacy.
Man, Tank putting him to sleep. So dangerous. Tank never seen nothing like pretty boy Floyd Mayweather at 130, bruh. You say he ain't seen a Mayweather, he ain't seen a Tank at 130. Tank won't even get close to him. The speed alone would give Tank problems. In and out. But he's hitting you with combinations. That equalizer, that punching power will slow things down. So we talking ultimate power against ultimate skill. And I'm going with skill. Hold up, you saying Tank ain't got no skills? Floyd would be taller, faster, would have a higher IQ. Who got more punching power that he fought at 130 than Tank? Judge. Oh, the second one drops it. You know he gonna want to mix it up with Tank. And then when he do, he gonna get caught. Who has ever knocked Floyd out? He was the most complete boxer I've ever seen at 130 pounds. He had no flaws in his game, bruh. And he was knocking out.
For Tank, it's the chance to silence his critics, close out his career with a bang, and prove that he doesn't need Floyd Mayweather to define his greatness.
He may or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he needs to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that, in his time, far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think they're ever going to go away or ever will be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, understand his path and going to go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular on his way out.
For Floyd, it's about reminding the world why he's undefeated and making sure Tank never forgets who made him a star.
But Mayweather's the only one with no losses on his record right now. It's a tough thing in boxing to go that long.
I mean, you also got Andre Ward, but that was like, what, 32, 34?
Yeah, but Ward lost one somewhere in there.
No, I think he's undefeated.
Is he?
Yeah. But he's not at as much as Mayweather. And the other thing, too, is that Mayweather, the resume, if you go back to the resume.
But you know what? I love that because everybody says Mayweather didn't fight nobody. He fought this guy.
Yeah, they don't. Those are people that don't know about boxing.
Mayweather fought everybody they put into him. It's not his fault he saw Pacquiao late in Pacquiao's career. It's not his fault.
No matter who walks away with the win, one thing's for sure. This fight will be talked about for years to come. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. Also, share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.